while we've got the camera, I thought you'd like to see firstly how I store my work in progress on the mega yarns and mega needles, and secondly why I like to use Navajo Plied. Apart from the fact, let's just unroll this. So to store it, I always make sure I've got stitches on 2 needles. A bit difficult to put it all onto 1 needle and roll it up like that. Anyway, the reason that I like to use Navajo Plied with these mega yarns, apart from the fact that the likelihood of having big enough storage bobbins to do a normal 3-ply, that's a very unlikely situation, I think, and Navajo Plied uses just 1 thread, 1 strand. But the other reason I like using it is because it's so easy to join, and I'll show you how. Here I've come to the end of my yarn, and Navajo Plied is a series of loops. The yarn is twisted as you're looping the yarn. So if you ensure that your end loops are of a good size, you can join very easily by passing the ball of wool through it. You haven't got to do any knotting, any double knitting, weaving in a bend, anything. So here I've got a ball of wool, prepared this time, not like before, and on the end I've got a sufficiently sized loop, and I'm going to pass it through the loop on the working yarn and then put the ball through. What's that called, David? That kind of...
I would call it a lark's foot.
Okay, so here is the existing working yarn. Take the new yarn, put it through the last loop on the working yarn, and you have to be a little bit careful here because you're going to pull it up tight, and with these soft spun yarns you don't want to pull it up too soon. Now place your hand through that loop, bring the ball through, and I'm very carefully going to just run it up like that. Easy. And that's a lark's foot, is it, David?
That's what I would call it, yes.
Okay. Well, let me just show how it looks when it's knitted. Put that over there. So you can see that it's invisible. Invisible joins. Can't beat them. Turn the hook of the left needle away. Got a twisted stitch there because I was showing something else and took them off. So in that case I'm just knitting into the back of those 2 stitches. Knit past this, in fact I'll probably do it to the end of the row, and then I can turn it over and show you what I hope will be an invisible join. You know how it goes, don't you, when you make promises. So along here somewhere is where we joined.
So good you can't see it.
Yes, that's right. Let me just turn it slowly so the camera doesn't lose its focus, although I've lost my stitches. I should have put a stop on, but that's alright. No weaving in, no knotting, no worrying about the knitting police coming after you. And the next thing that I'll be showing you, I'll just do this last section. This is the last ball of yarn required for this project, and then I'll show you how to cast off.